EA Sports brings you a special edition of the National Football League for this Christmas Day matchup. It's the Vikings and the Buccaneers, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A former Seminole back home in Florida. It's Dalvin Cook. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Handoff comes to Cook. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Short yardage. Cousins on the move to his left. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Cook. He's to the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. 24 yards for Dalvin Cook. And the Vikings are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. So they get the ball on the opening drive. They take it in for the score.
And how about setting the tone right away? Everyone talks about wanting to do that, but you always hear it in every locker room. First 5 minutes of the game, who's going to set the tone? Who's going to take control? Guess who just did?
Well, now on the next drive, when you score that quickly or you're scored that quickly again, it's probably feel like you need to respond.
Yeah, without a doubt. In other words, you've actually put the pressure even more so on your opponent.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Throwing to start the drive. Brady. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Brady. Getting it out wide here to Bernard. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. On 1st down, Cook. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 44 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. A 1st down throw for Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way. Down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. On play action, Cousins. He'll buy some time right. This is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Tyler Conklin from 17 yards out. And the Vikings lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. That throw by Brady incomplete. Evans once again the intended receiver, and now it's second down. Brady going to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Now Brady. Oh, what a catch. It's Godwin. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Shotgun now for Brady. And looking again for Gronkowski. He's got him this time. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Here's Brady to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Brady, that's complete to Tyler Johnson. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 31-yard line. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Brady. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. The tackle there by Patrick Peterson. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. He will push his way down to about the 14. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. Now Brady. They'll drop this off for Bernard. And the Bucs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Fournette again. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Mike 5-4. Hey, they scared.
Brady now on 3rd and goal. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Everson Griffin on the sack, taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal. Succop's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points, and now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Now he'll let it go on the run, deep left side. And this is caught inside the 5. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. A big play there just before halftime. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Off the play fake, Cousins rolling to his right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Bucs are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
The final shot before half for Brady. Over the middle, complete. It's Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
On 2nd down, Bernard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. On play action, it's Brady. Throwing left side, he's got Gronk, complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're... Convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Here's a give to Fournette. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the 3rd quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 31-yard line. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That was Patrick Peterson from his cornerback spot whirling in for the sack. On second down, here's Fournette. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. To throw, it's Brady. On the screen, Bernard. And some space here. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On play action, now Brady. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Now Brady, maybe a free play here. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out and a 5-yard penalty. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. So it'll be... Change of possession on the turnover when we get back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Brady. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The 3-yard touchdown pass, and the Bucs on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by 2nd, and that will make this a 4-point game. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Open man here is Conklin. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch him drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Play action now. Cousins Out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Cousins. They're quickly to Thielen here. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. On 1st and 10, Cousins sliding out of the pocket. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And a nice call and really good execution there because they gave him a little bit of a different launch angle perhaps, you know. You don't want to have the quarterback dropping back 5 to 7 steps on every play and have the defense zero in on him. There you hope that you get your defense going one way. They sent him the other, and they picked up nice yardage with that.
Touchdown, Vikings! Adam Thielen, 26 yards. And Vikings are going to retake the lead. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10.
Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Brady's throw pulled in by Gronkowski.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Brady. He finds his man Johnson. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
That's Anthony Barr coming in from his linebacker spot to bring him to the ground.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, when you're... in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady.
Quick completion here to Johnson.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They face a 2nd down, but they are in field goal range. A handoff to Fournette, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So some pressure now on the kicker, Ryan Sucka, from the left hash. This from 37. And Suckup will put this one right through. And we are all tied here in the final stages. We knew this had the potential to be a tight game, but with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game, because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got the 2-minute warning to come up. They're going to be concerned.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Able to force him out of the pocket right, but still able to complete it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Cousins.
Throw caught there by Osborne.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. First down now, but that clock rolling. They'll roll him out right. Setting up the screen for Cook. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll go down at the 28. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Here's Cousins. He'll buy some time right. And that is incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 2nd down now, it's Cook. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Now Cousins steps away to his left. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game.
Tension building. Here's Greg Joseph.
2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And it'll be a fun time in the Twin Cities tonight. The Vikings win it. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And, of course,